The iPhone quality is really bad right now because of the lighting, but also this selfie camera is scratched. It's kind of scratched up. Was that not even... It's not gonna get any better than this. Like this, that kind of looks worse. Okay, it's been a while since I did a live stream with the chat on. It's Whopper Wednesday, so I indulged. It was $4 for a Whopper from Burger King. And oh, John Smith already got a comment retracted. I don't know what the original said, but are you slow? Yes. Caravaggio, I've missed you. The hat, because they gave it to me at Burger King. She asked if I wanted a hat, and I thought it would be fun for the live stream. Because why not? It's a Burger King freaking Halloween crown, okay? I'm royalty at Burger King. So, she knew, and she crowned me with the paper crown. So, how's everyone doing tonight? It's been a hectic, like, month, but I want to say year. I want to say last 2 years it's been hectic. Leave it for the kids, women. Women, plural. There's only one of me, John. Are you slow, John? Are you slow? Okay. Oh, hello, headlights. Okay, now, we got some lighting. I hope this guy stays there with his headlights on. Those aren't even his full headlights. He's got, like, double headlights. Miss you too. Nice helmet. Oh no, he's gonna turn off the car. Our really nice lighting's gonna go away in a second here. Lights on, he's watching. Oh, there the lights go. Can someone explain to me? I've been meaning to go down a rabbit hole of the regulations of headlights on the road because I've been road tripping a lot recently and I'm almost blinded, like legit blinded. I'll think that they have their high beams on, but it's not apparently. But just casually eating BK in the dark, normal things. Oh yeah. Are you a narcissist? Oh, this is funny. It's funny that you say that, John. I have fears of being a narcissist at times, but I feel like if you worry that you are one, you probably aren't. I've had some experiences with narcissistic people that have been fun, but not. I'm literally reading a book right now called The Gaslight Effect. So it's helping me to further arm myself against the narcissistic tendencies of other people, but I would not consider myself one. But if you see that in me, that's fine. That's if I am to you, that's valid. That's valid. Like, I'm literally live streaming myself with a crown on, eating a burger as if I'm... That's interesting. You look like you have nice eyes. Oh, thank you, Andres. You don't ever need makeup. In fairness. Whoa, free spirit. Well, that's nice of you. I cannot be bothered to try to do makeup. Honestly, like, I'm too lazy for that. Are you a feminist? Not a third wave. Okay, the third wave went downhill with the feminism and it just sort of turned into man-hating. My girlfriend sent a message saying that I haven't had my... What is this? I'm period for 2 months. It looks like I'm pregnant. What do you think I should do? Oh my goodness. This is a lot. My girlfriend... She's pregnant. I think you gotta support her, Sammy. You gotta be there for her. She's your girlfriend, so just be there. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. But that's a lot. That's like heavy news. But congratulations. True Beauty, Dublin, Ireland. Thank you, Free Spirit. That is very nice of you that you say that I don't need makeup. But yeah, I feel like because I'm so used to not wearing makeup and other people, like I feel like people wouldn't even probably recognize me if I wore a ton of makeup. Well, it did happen one time with an old boss. Like I went to the store with makeup and she literally didn't know it was me. So that was interesting. You gotta be single, midnight snack in a parking lot, lol. I see how that could be, Pedro. I see that. Surprisingly, I'm not single, but I know it's giving single. I know it's giving single. Just because this stream is about you doesn't mean you're narcissist, lol. Yeah, I do agree with that. Gosh, I'm trying to keep up with this. I want to try the SpongeBob meal. Is that a thing at the BK Lounge? Is that a thing at Burger King? Oh no, John. If she's pregnant, it's time to take off like my dad. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that happened to you. Just a sec. A button's getting pressed. This is my tripod. What's up? Love that for you, Zoe. You got crazy jawline. Congrats. Me? Do I? I'm trying to mute because I was getting like the double chin, but also who cares? But apparently mewing, like, it has health benefits too, not just aesthetic. How much is you wear a crown, you queen? Yes, Jordan, it's from Burger King. That is making more of a headache presently for a burger. I don't know what that means. Okay, gosh, it's just the lives. I'm thrilled there's like all these people commenting. My reading skills, I feel like, are someone said, are you slow at the beginning of this? And I'm feeling that right now. I feel like it's hard to read, honestly. I don't have the lower back tattoo. Everyone's like trying to figure me out. It's like safely chilling with random strangers. Yep. I love your Burger King hat. The Addams Family, yo. Yeah, it's Halloween season. Mewing Sigma. Doesn't matter where it's from as long as it's a crown. Yes. What if I just wore this around town? Or like, what if I ordered a crown from Amazon? Honestly, I want to like make it a fashion statement. Maybe I could rock some sort of a crown. That would seem a bit narcissistic, but maybe it would help my confidence. But I also wouldn't want to draw attention to myself. Okay, how do we keep up with this? Do I like Eminem? Eminem's cool. I'm not that. Actually, okay, guys, I went on an Eminem rabbit hole the other day in a way because I saw his new song came out about, was it Haley? Is the daughter, right? Haley? I just like remember he had that song Kim that was really intense about his like ex. And so I went down that rabbit hole and like it was intense. It was a lot. It seemed like they had a pretty toxic relationship, but I don't know a whole lot about Eminem, honestly. Uh-oh, someone's having a panic attack. Help me calm down, please. I think I am dying. Those are tough. I haven't had like a full panic attack in a while, but honestly, the stuff that I've been reading up on lately about anxiety stuff is to try to, it's hard when you're fully at that threshold and in it, but like, know that you're not dying, because one time I woke up and I actually thought I need to go to the hospital, and my dad, I thought there was something wrong with my heart. My dad was just like, hey, I think it's just anxiety, whatever. And just that thought helped me, knowing like, okay, there's nothing physically wrong. Like you're in good health. If it's a panic attack, you know it's a panic attack. You're in good health. Like knowing, okay, I'm on a ramp. Okay, I'm feeling stressed to like give you the best advice I possibly can. Okay, what I realized about anxiety, because I get a lot of anxiety, I have an extra reaction to the anxiety feelings itself. Like when you just fully try to feel the physical sensations as they are with nothing else attached to it, like I would just tune into your body. It's very uncomfortable, but if you think about it, when you exercise, you're having like the same physiological symptoms as when you do really, really hardcore exercise. I feel like the difference between like the exercise and then anxiety, like the anxiety or panic, it's like this extra emotional stuff in response as a reaction to those physical sensations, like, oh no, I'm dying, something's wrong. But just know you just think that something's wrong. You just think, you feel so deeply, you do feel like something is wrong, but it's not wrong, but it just feels that way. Like, you can still you can still validate the feeling too. Like, I've had to sort of do that because I can't just I know I'm not keeping up the chat. I'll get back to it. Okay. Oh, what was I gonna say? Because the resisting it can make it worse. Like, what you resist persists, and a lot of times, like, letting yourself just like feel the thing, like, your nervous system will eventually like come down after it does its, like, just try to just like let it move through you, like, just be. It's hard to just say. It's just like, it is hard to, when you're in it, it can be a lot, but just know you're okay. You're not going to die at all. You just feel like you are. Anxiety is just a feeling. I actually wrote a song and I wanted to post it. It was just like this little beat I made, and this is the lyrics. This is how it goes. Anxiety is just a feeling that makes you feel like you're dying, but it's a motherfucking lie. It's a motherfucking lie, 'cause you're probably not gonna die. Even though it feels like it. It's like that. It's literally like, it is just like a feeling. As soon as you know, like, I'm not gonna die at all. The feeling's uncomfortable. It's not super fun. It's uncomfortable, but when you don't have the attachment of like the wrongness, like, this is something is wrong. Like, when you don't have that attachment, it honestly is tolerable and it's fine. It's like that extra emotional response to the feeling, if that makes sense. Okay, that was a long thing. My burger, yeah, I'm not keeping up with the burger. What's with the numbers? What is 304? I don't know what that is, and it's scaring me if it's something like creepy or satanic or something. Why did my brain go there? Because I'm paranoid. The Addams Family. Guys, I figure skated, and I actually one time I skated to the Addams Family song. I just remembered that. It's nostalgic thinking about that. Like, it was like, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. I had that for, if you know what footwork is in figure skating, for my footwork sequence. Like, I had the friggin' Addams Family song for one of my skating routines, so that's fun. Everything you all think you know, you don't really know. Daddy issues 100%. Anxiety, okay. Anxiety. The cold snaps. What's the cold? I don't know. Okay. Someone's eating ramen. I love that for you. I'm suspecting bipolar. I literally don't care. I was diagnosed with borderline, but I don't care. Like, okay, diagnose me. We had narcissists. We had, like, it's fine if people perceive me like it's okay. We're at the bottom finally. Okay. A lot of people think that I'm on crack when I do the stuff. Like, people can think that I'm an alien, and that is the explanation. Jay is bipolar. That's a lot to deal with. It's valid. All the psychiatric things are valid. What's BCD? I don't know that one. I pretty much I have some like formal diagnosis, but literally I have OCD stuff going on, ADHD stuff. I've had borderline stuff. The borderline's way better. But yeah, still got stuffs. Like, it's just the after effects of childhood trauma. Okay, emotional trauma in my circumstances. Okay. So yeah, it's like the psychiatric system to me is quite clunky. It's there's just a lot of crossover. Like, it's it's also, it's just can be nuanced too. And then it's just like, when I say, okay, all these things I deal with, or different points in my life I've dealt with, like, it can just be a lot for people that, oh, you just list off all these disorders. It's like, I'll just feel like an imposter about it, that like, how can I have so many things? But it's because it's like literally these symptoms I feel that you get, like OCD stuff, anxiety, the borderline for sure, and ADHD brain, like, it's just from living in chaos, like, you get the symptoms of those things, in my circumstance at least, and a lot of other people. My gave me childhood trauma for real. I think there's a bit of a typo. Yeah, the trauma, like, you know, because I'm always talking about the trauma. It always comes up, I guess, because also I talk about anxiety and stuff, and, or somehow people, like, I don't know, it's like they think something's wrong with me, but there's really nothing wrong with me. I have a creative brain and stuff, but it is interesting how people just like, it's like, she's not okay, or whatever. They haven't really said that this time, but it's like, oh, daddy issues, or she's not okay. It's like, okay. I don't know. Like, I'm having fun. I've got my crown. I've got my burger. I'm having fun. I have a creative mind. I'm actually feeling chill. Usually having like anxiety and stuff, but I've just been trying to not fix it. Honestly, guys, the latest revelation is it's just, there's nothing to fix. Like, my brain will try to fix stuff, and that will be my OCD stuff. That it's literally, it's just this feeling, like, because I get annoyed with myself of like saying this every other live stream, but was raised by someone with narcissistic things going on, and a lot of the OCD and rumination and neuroticism that I developed was to deal with this person that was having narcissistic traits. And I didn't have to do that, but I'm really empathic, and like, my sense of self got so messed up and stuff. So I really did try to, I did not do the techniques that I'm now learning about of how to deal with narcissistic people. And I let myself try to be the perfect thing that the person was expecting. Like, it was never enough anyways. It was never enough, but I just bent over backwards, and my brain did mental gymnastics constantly all the time to deal with this freaking person, to like earn or to get their love and stuff. But yeah, I don't know, we're unwinding that the last however many years, and it's literally so simple. It's actually like, oh, there's nothing wrong for me with me. Like, all my stuff too is like it's a literal normal reaction to what I went through, like my experiences, and no one else will ever know what I fully went through. I know. And so I just don't give a shit anymore if people think I'm on crack or weird or whatever, or to this or to that, or too hyper or whatever. I don't know. It's just, I'm not as boring. I don't know. I'm not as boring. Like, don't believe what they tell you. If you don't believe in anxiety, you can't have it. I see that, like, for me, it's like, labeling it at times can sort of help, but I have realized that I've been giving the anxiety way too much attention, and I can just live life and not let it affect me. Like, the anxiety, it's annoying when you just really feel like things are wrong, and then you act accordingly to the feeling instead of not doing that, I guess. Like, not, if you don't give it attention or think like, oh, it's no big deal, then it can't really affect you as much. But it's tough because, like, sometimes we do have, there's situations where we're on guard about, for good reason, for survival purposes, like having fear. If we had no fear, then we wouldn't be here today. So it's a fine line. If you've been traumatized in some sort of way, it's can be difficult to navigate, like having this overactive nervous system where certain things, it's like this big reaction in your nervous system, but then there's still some, like, you can't just go fully totally the other way where you're like not protecting yourself too. So yeah, it's a lot. What are you eating right now? Burger King? Yes, Burger King. It's Whopper Wednesday. Whoppers from Burger King are on sale today for $4. Gosh, I'm so behind. Social anxiety. Yeah, the social anxiety that I've dealt with has been a lot, and it's, for me, I think it's mainly a confidence issue, honestly. It's just like caring what people think, and it's hard to not care what people think, I guess, but it's possible. So The Guardian, I'm neurotic. Me too. I'm neurotic. It's chaotic. You're just yourself. Sometimes therapy can help, but you generally seem bubbly / anxious and empathetic. Okay, I want to know, is it empathetic or empathic? Is that the same? Is that interchangeable? Because it's been coming up lately and it's been annoying me because sometimes I don't know what, well, I don't know what to use, but I was using empathic and then I heard other people saying empathetic. So then I changed it. Like it probably means the same thing. Being raised by someone with narcissistic personality disorders, like living in hell. It was emotionally taxing for me and I felt like horrible about myself all the time. But I had to understand on it. Okay, I'm so behind. I had to understand that, like, I accepted these false beliefs about myself, like, somewhere down the line, probably as a very young child, or it was like starting, it was over time that I like took on the beliefs or like the things said to me. The person didn't even believe the stuff they were saying, like, hurt people. And I think they were lashing out because they were a hurt person and they didn't even necessarily like believe the things they were saying. We've had some conversations about it, and yeah, it actually seems like yeah, the narcissistic stuff's like a whole thing. They feel so insecure and stuff about themselves, and they kind of like have power struggle issues, and then they like project onto the other person and whatever. And yeah, so they don't actually think that you're like beneath them. I feel like they feel inferior to you at times, so then they try to like bring you down in a way, and I don't even think it's really conscious. So I've healed a lot from that. But yeah, I had to take responsibility for the messed up beliefs that I took on. I believed it, but so then I have the power to not believe it anymore. But it's like it got so like entrenched in me, I guess, like with my sense of self and stuff, but I'm doing way better. So yeah, it's like I also just don't, my channel's called Alyssa Being Me because it was like, I'm not gonna be what people want me to be anymore. Like, I've done that for so much of my life, and I'm tired of, like, I don't owe anyone to try to be perfect or to be like not neurotic. Like, it's okay, this is someone who's gone through shit, and yeah, I have anxiety at times, or I have whatever, but the not healing and growing from that would be to not get on here just being me as is, to be like, I'm not good enough in some way yet, or I can't go be neurotic in ways like on the interwebs or something. And it's just like interesting because there'll be people that just, people think there's something wrong with me, and there's other people that just are totally vibing. It's maybe the ADHDers, like, we find each other, and it's like, yeah, we're not normal. Like, I'm sure we'll find the other people not normal. Like, how can you just not have deep, long conversations in your life? Like, I don't know, just each their own. But it's like some people will really vibe with what I'm saying and stuff and know that there's like, I'm okay and it's fine. And then other people are like, she's not okay. She's not okay. There's something wrong with, it's like, it's just interesting, other people's perception, right? So, sorry guys, I have not been keeping up. I'm not in Florida. I am in Canada. Okay. Oh, we got to I didn't eat my burger. I really 100%. Mom, dad, and stepdad all treated me that way. They never apologize, never could talk about it without exploding angrily, etc. I'm glad I saw your stream. I've not met anyone that relates. Buddy, Billy Bob Thornton in the chat, guys. Thank you for sharing. It's tough with the familial things. Like, it's tough because those people are so biologically and stuff like that, right? We're meant to, like, want their approval too, I guess, or need their approval in ways as a kid. Like, it's just a lot. It's a lot. And I feel like a lot of this is generational trauma or cultural. And a book that I would recommend that I could not make it through yet, though, because I was getting what I now know are called emotional flashbacks. Like, I would be listening to this audiobook and then my nervous system, it's not like a full dissociation, I think, but it would like dissociate in a way of like, I don't know, thinking of some scenario maybe from the past, or I'm more aware now when my nervous system gets out of whack, but I used to not know when I was like disconnected from my freaking body in ways. But anyways, the book is called Adult Children of Emotionally Immature Parents, and it's a really good book. But yeah, I didn't make it too far. I've been meaning to get back to it, but I had learned about a lot of the concepts anyways from different YouTube videos and stuff. Like, I do prefer to watch YouTube videos. Dr. Ramani on YouTube's a really good resource for narcissistic stuff. And I'm really liking the book that I'm reading now. I mentioned earlier, called The Gaslight Effect. Do I have it in here? I thought I had it. Oh, here it is. Okay, this book. I'm covering my city where I live because I got it from the library. And I don't want you guys to know where I live. You don't get to know what city I live in because I'm being private. Okay, because it's not a big city. It's by Dr. Robin Stern. So it's called The Gaslight Effect. Should we read a chapter? Should we read from this beauty of a book? Why did you cheat on him? I did not cheat on anybody. I don't know what's going on. If you're a man, you don't have emotional conversations. If you're a man, you don't have emotional conversations. You beat down your own trauma and emotions that you take out on your children in 30 years. I feel like that's the vibe for a lot of men, unfortunately, and it's really sad because I can't imagine. So me, culturally, half my family's Greek, and there was a lot of stigma with mental health and stuff, but it's nowhere near, I feel like, someone being male and the stigma of being emotional or having trauma issues and stuff, and like feelings, or like feeling like you gotta hide and like be like normal or appear whatever. Normal's like annoying to me now, but I can't imagine, like, oh god, yeah, like I felt shut down emotionally at times, but men fully culturally and stuff, it's getting more encouraged now, I would say. But the shit that men had dealt with for so long, and just the whole being like mocked and stuff too about having feelings and stuff like that, it's toxic. Dissociation, derealization is scary stuff. Yeah, luckily I really have not dissociated. Like, I know what I'm in reality and everything, but I'll be having this, it'll happen in conversations with people. Like, there will be something, a word, I'll usually maybe kind of be aware or not. I'll be aware usually of the trigger of the word. Like, I start to immediately get paranoid, I guess, like so automatically, and I start feeling feelings of shame and guilt, or just like icky, not nice feelings as they're talking to me. Like, I'll just be going through this like really intense emotional experience, and then I will try to hide that from them, because then I don't want to draw attention to myself or have it be like, why are you all like, why are you being weird or something? Like, I don't know. Now I'm trying to just not hide it, because I will cut myself off from my body when I just hide it. I don't know, like, it's hard to explain, but I'm trying to just let the thing like happen, even if it's in public. It's really uncomfortable, but I was with a friend and I just was like, oh, I'm going through a thing right now. Like, it's, yeah, I got a trigger or something and I just need to calm down. Cause then it's just uncomfortable. Like, my face will just go like really bright red and it's hard to ignore that. And I need to just not give the things and reactions like attention and just keep going. But then there's like a whole thing of, am I looking weird? Do they notice? Or I'm not in it anymore with the conversation. Like, I'm just in fight or flight mode and I'm faking emotions at that point. Like, I'm pretending to laugh because I don't want it to be like I don't want it to just be like I saw a ghost all of a sudden. But I kind of do need to do that now, I feel, to come in alignment again with my body, and like when it gets dissociated to like fully be present with that and not doing the faking emotion stuff. But yeah, I don't know, it's why I struggle to have a normal job, because the trying to act normal constantly, and I don't know, I just would get like really, really intense anxiety trying to hide me, how I'm being, like, because these things, the anxiety, the panic, the like reactions, the emotional flashbacks, like, will happen, especially like with people I don't actually know that well. So anyways, okay, OMG, are you a cheater? I've never cheated. I don't know where it came from. Someone, Okoro, said, why did you cheat on your partner? I've literally never spoken about that and have never cheated on anyone. So yeah, I'm hungry. It's 4 a.m. Get a Whopper. But if it's 4 a.m., it's probably Thursday where you are, and it's not Whopper Wednesday, so maybe don't get a Whopper if it's not on sale, because I will only get it when it's $4. The gaslight effect. Why are you studying? What are you studying? The dark arts or something? It's hilarious. It's so the dark arts. It's so the dark arts. It just makes me think of Harry Potter. BCD is very serious. Is this like a joke? It mostly affects Y, N's, and TS. Is this? I'm not getting it. I'm sorry. I'm not getting it. These crappy places are expensive now. It's pathetic. Totally cut them out of my life. I know. I need to like not, but I'm trying to just like accept myself, to not have the shame about the food and stuff. Wendy's, Domino's, nothing, it all sucks. Yeah, it's not good for me. It doesn't help the anxiety. But I'm trying to be chill about it, because guys, I've had OCD and insane anxiety about having a grain of sugar, about having, I was very intense in OCD with like food and chemicals and like scared and had like this fear about it all. So then I just let myself eat whatever, and I didn't have rules and stuff. So I just have a hard time with like making some rules or goals. I need to label them as goals, not rules. I need to be, it has to be a choice. It has to be like, oh, I want to eat this. I don't want this thing, instead of I have to eat this way or whatever. So almost had risen, making my own calzones. That's fun. Constantly analyzing yourself instead of just living. Exhausting. Yeah, I do that a lot, actually. Yes, of course. Yeah, I do the analyzing a lot. Gosh, I got behind again. Burger King was the most expensive. I spent like 20 on a basic meal. My mind was blown. Yeah, one time I got this burger that was so crazy expensive, and I was like, I didn't even know how much it was. Like, I just was trying to get something that they discontinued. It was like one of their double burgers. They used to have, maybe they still have the California one. They had like a double California and then a double jalapeno with cheese, and those were cheaper. They were maybe about $3.99 each, and they didn't have the jalapeno one. So then I ordered a spicy something instead, and then when I realized I think it was a lot, I think the social anxiety kicked in a way that I didn't want to undo my order, or like I probably could have changed it, but I just committed or something, because I felt like, I just don't want to have to interact more, probably. But I'm in sales. I have those emotional reactions around customers. Sometimes I can recover, sometimes. Yeah, I've been in customer service, and it's like, God, it's other times I just look like a giant goofball / idiot. Well, I'm sure you don't. I'm sure you don't look that way. I feel like it is just so much worse in our heads. like on the outside, I've had there was a live stream called Mullet, I think it was, and I was out in the world, and there was some kids walking by, and I pushed myself out of my comfort zone to ask them while I was on camera, so I had it selfie mode to me, and I was like, oh hey, I'm on a live stream, but it's like facing me, what do you think of the mullet? And then they said it looked good, or I was like, oh thanks, or something. I can't remember exactly my dialogue, but I remember thinking I sounded weird and like, what did I say? I was like, oh, I just thought my voice I felt went really high and whatever. And then immediately after, still on the live, I was saying, God, that was like, I'm such a weirdo, or I sounded whatever. And then I actually replayed it back, and the way I spoke to them in that was a lot different than what I perceived in my head as just sounding awkward, or like I wasn't even getting any sound out, or just like I seemed just like a sheepish little weirdo in a way. It was like different. It was not. So anyways, yeah, that was a tangent on how we perceive ourselves a lot of times a lot different and way more negative than what people actually view on the outside. And yeah, Burger King came out with something new, I heard. Oh, it's probably $100, probably. Are you male or female? LOL. Okay, this one's gonna throw you off. This is gonna throw you off, okay? It's gonna throw you for a loop. My pronouns are poo-poos because I feel like a piece of shit, okay? And anyways, what's your thoughts on recent homeless leader? Goodness, being killed, okay? I'm not in that realm of the world. I used to consume a lot of like world events news. That whole situation just really sucks. So it sucks. And it's a lot. I cannot tune into it because it's like heavy shit that I cannot fix. I just farted, but you don't see me being all negative about it. I love that for you. Wait, is it wrong to be a sheepish weirdo? No, it's not wrong to be a sheepish weirdo at all. My brain will think I'm different now with the self-acceptance. I feel it gets better every day, but at the time I don't know, I guess I did change my beliefs a while ago about I'll just feel like a sheepish weirdo, but it's not wrong. Like, one of my mantras is literally, I'm doing nothing wrong. I used to believe, I guess deep down, or feel, I still go through feelings at times, that if I'm awkward or something, I'm doing something totally wrong. So that's not true, but I had taken on these beliefs and these feelings of feeling like such a friggin' imposition at times. And maybe it was because of the dealings with like a narcissistic type of a person in a way, where I did feel like I was always friggin' doing something wrong. Like, it was hard to just sometimes exist as I was. Like, I was just getting flack. This person was like enmeshed with me. I was like an extension of them and their identity. And there was a lot of just like, how could, like, I was just trying to be myself, and they didn't like that. A lot of times they didn't like that. So then I changed myself in a way I didn't know how to be myself, and then I was just anxious all the time. Now I'm trying to get back to me. It's why channels call us to be me, and we've been getting back to that. So, do you like System of a Down? I know one song, Loneliest Day of My Life. I think a kid in Greece showed me this song. Believe it or not, I had not known of them from my Canada dealings. It was when I went to a foreign country. I'm Greek, so my family has like a house in a village there, and one of the village kids they were really into rock. The Greek, like, kids, teenagers at the time, they were super into rock. And what did they listened to Slipknot or something. And then, yeah, I learned this, like, one song from System of a Down from a kid there, and it's a really, really good song. But, okay, that was a whole tangent on that. But, other than that, I don't know any other songs. So, send greetings to Julia, Gabrielle, and Gabriel, please. Sending the greetings. You were... Okay. What is... Can we be appropriate? I usually don't like to time out people, but someone's, like, not being appropriate, and we don't need to do that here. Okay, someone had to get timed out. It's usually free speech here, but someone was, like, consistently just being inappropriate, and then it was just, like, not the vibe. So, not the vibe. There's a lot of mayonnaise in this. It's a lot. I'm always curious, like, what other people do on lives. I briefly checked it out the other day, but I don't get how other people, like, they don't talk that fast. Like, I don't know, I'm just my own self. So I also don't really care to see how or what other people do, but then it's just interesting some of the comments I get of that I talk really fast. Like, I don't know, how do they keep up with the comments? It's also because I have a lot to say. Like, ADHD me is giving paragraphs, essays on, like, a single comment, and that's probably... What do they do? Are they just like, hey, like, what do they do? I need my one moderator. Joa, where's Joa, my moderator? I know I usually ignore them, but when I do time someone out, I do feel like I have to, like, announce it to everyone, to just be like, so this person got timed out, and this is why. Okay. What is going on, guys? I don't care to talk so much. I literally have guys, I have a video on my channel called I'm a Talkaholic. I'm aware of it, and I try not to unleash it. I try to, like, I'm pretty good these days at not imposing it on other people if it's not welcomed. But on a live stream, I don't give a fuck. I don't. Keep scrolling if you're annoyed as fuck by my talking. It's annoying. Some people enjoy it. Some people are annoyed. Some people think I'm a narcissist. Some people think I'm on crack. Some people think I'm cool. So, like, it just doesn't matter. Like, literally the public perception, it doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter, because, like, why would I base my sense of self on the external? It does not get you anywhere. I heard about the hurricane, and I'm in Canada, so it did not affect me, but it seemed really bad. I heard about it, but I don't know, like, all the specifics, but I hope everyone's okay. Naked for dinner. LOL. It's cool you're talkative. Well, thanks. Thanks, man. That's cool that you think it's cool. Is someone shining their lights? Yes. Let there be lights. These people, they arrived a bit ago. And then we had light for that for a bit. And then they went into Burger King. Probably got some Whoppers. It's like a older guy and his wife, it looks like. They seem nice. I'm sorry, Rusted Sky. I need my teeth to eat my Whopper from Burger King, so I will not be able to donate those for you. Canada, you still live in Hamilton. Nice. That's in Ontario, right? Is that, it's in Ontario? I hope it's in Ontario, so I don't... You know what? If I look stupid, let that... So be it. So be it. What? Just June? What are you talking about? No, I'm gonna lie. I fell for the loose screws in the head. Are you talking about my head? Because they be loose. The screws in this head be real loose. Tight. Loose screws in the head equals tight grip. So many times, but the goths will always be worth it. I'm sorry, I'm not comprehending. I might just be real slow. I'm asleep now. I'm gonna say this. Seem like a nice girl who got wrong. Don't let it get to you, and don't let it affect the way you go about life. Oh, thank you. Take care. God bless. You do look cute, by the way. Respectfully. Oh, thank you, Armando, and have a good sleep. Have a good sleep. Thanks for joining. And yeah. Rusted Sky. I do not know what it is about the teeth. I feel like you're just doing this for shock value. I'm like, I don't think this is a real thing. I feel like this is just for shock value, but if it's a real thing, if it's, I don't know what advice to give, and it would just be unsolicited advice, but if it's a real thing, like, are you, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. You got me speechless. I bet it smells like fart and french fries. Surprisingly, Justin, the IBS has not kicked in yet. So, so do you recommend to watch The Joker? High Frequency, glad you asked. Okay, did you see the video, or at least like the title, about how I thought Joker 2 was not actually bad? How are you not famous? Like 13 people? You're so pretty. Your voice is so nice. This is too much, Kelsey. You're so cool. I'm yapping too much. No, you're not, Kelsey. I don't know if I can call you Kels. Okay, are we close like that yet? You're really nice. Thank you. And that was a lot for me. I get uncomfortable. I will get uncomfortable with comments at times, or like compliments, I guess. But I'm better, and that was a lot, and that's nice of you to say. But who saw Joker 2? I don't want to spoil it, so for people that haven't seen it, that maybe want to see it, so I'll just do non-spoiler comments here, because they said it was a musical. It did have like a lot of musical stuff. Okay. The thing is, I went into Joker knowing that people thought it was really, really bad. And I don't know why that's how I came out of it being like, I don't think it was that bad. I've seen way, way more boring movies that I've actually can't stand to sit there and watch anymore. But I don't know, it was interesting to me enough to keep me there, I guess. And I didn't find it predictable. That was the thing. I don't like predictable movies. There's just other movies I feel like that get such high ratings, and I'm like, I knew what was gonna happen the whole time. Like, I don't get it, you know. I don't. But that's my Burger King hat. She stole it from me. I'm not gonna go see it, so I don't care about spoilers. Okay, does anyone else care about spoilers? Yeah, I saw it too, because I got this membership thing called Cine Club, and so you pay like $10 a month, and then you get a movie ticket. And I'd been waiting to see something other than Transformers and Deadpool, the Wolverine Deadpool. I saw the second Deadpool, and then I tried to watch the first one because I never saw the first one, And I remember the second one being really good, but... Oh, right, Beetlejuice. Oh, Beetlejuice was dope. Yeah, I forgot that one, too. Yeah, it's Tim Burton, right? The Tim Burton-y stuff, I don't know. I'm just more into... I really like comedies. I'm into thrillers. I'm more into realistic types of movies. I do really enjoy, say, documentaries, but then if it's a scripted film, I like to get as much realistic, usually, as possible. And that's why I can't with the Beetlejuice. Like, it's probably a really good movie. Okay, here we go with the Billie Eilish comments. I always get... Okay, these glasses don't help. These glasses don't help with the Billie Eilish lookalike vibe that I'm apparently giving. Do these... Well, she doesn't actually have ones like this. They're clear, but these looked way better on the Temu website, I feel, than on my face. But I kind of... They seemed so small when I first put them on because, like, when I look up, it's not covering it. But I almost feel like they need to be a lot smaller to have, like, the cool style vibe going on. Like, this, it's just... I don't know. What do you guys think? Movies suck. Yeah, the movies lately are... I don't know, at least in the West, Indian movies are pretty dope, though. Like 3-hour Indian movies that keep you captivated the whole time. I don't know how, but you look childish with that hat. Good, because I'm having fun. I'm having fun, guys. Temu Billie, yeah. Guys, I'm the Wish version of Billie Eilish, okay? So, stop. Did you hear about the Imagine Dragon? Like the Imagine Dragons, the band? Is that about the band? You can't predict a Christopher Nolan movie. Who does Christopher Nolan movies again? I know that name. I know that name. Deadpool 3 is great. Wolverine Deadpool is boring, in my opinion. I tried to watch the first Deadpool, and it was a lot of blood and gore. I remember really liking the second one, though. But I saw it years ago, but I just, it was just, I don't like too much of the action and stuff, and I just thought it was more, I thought it was less, it just seemed like it was just a lot, it was really extra with the stabbing and the blood and stuff. So, Blade Runner classic and A Clockwork Orange. Is A Clockwork Orange, is that a movie? Is Ryan Gosling in one of the Blade Runners? Is there multiple ones of that? Because I really like him. And if he's in it, I will watch. But if he's not, I don't think I will. Follow you from Iraq. Aw, hello. I'm kidding. You really do look like her. Do I? Okay. This side of the nose does. This side of the nose looks... I did some lookalike Billie Eilish photos one time. You can maybe find them way back on my Instagram. Now I'm feeling self-conscious, though, of, like, the other stuff I have on my Instagram. I'm someone actually scrolling through. But anyways, okay. Talking about my mouth, with food. Okay. So, my nose is crooked. This is not giving Billie. I can do the illusion that I have, like, a Billie nose if I, like, don't show. It's, like, smushed that way, my nose, so it's, like, it looks right there. It looks more Billie. But there, it's, like, my Grecian plus deviated septum stalker injury nose. So, anyways. And then I tried to do, like, the way... Like, how does she do the look? It's like... Like the eye roll. Okay, that my eyes are too closed. I remember trying to take these photos and it was hurting so bad. Okay, I can't. Anyways, love her music. Love her vibe. Billie is killing it. Also, just amazed. Okay, I'll get to the questions. Like, I get distracted by my own self and my own thoughts. My favorite movie, Indian movie, is probably The Idiots. Me too. Me too. My spouse and I, Sean, My spouse, I don't like the word spouse, but when, I don't know, people sometimes get confused by, I don't know, I'll say my partner, Sean, and my basically husband, but not married, Sean and I actually have a YouTube channel called Internet Rabbit Hole Daily, IRH Daily, and we reacted to 3 Idiots on there. I think some of the videos though got taken down because of copyright, but I freaking love that movie. Love it. Amir Khan, so good and hilarious and deep and meaningful, and yeah, it's really good. So my favorite movie of all time though, I have a really hard time with these types of questions, like, you know, favorite song, favorite movie of all time. It's, how do you narrow that down with this brain, with this chaotic as fuck brain? How could I make, with the amount of decision fatigue that I have in my day-to-day life, guys? Okay, I've had a panic at like a sandwich bar before trying to pick what sandwich I want. Okay, so how can I pick a favorite movie of all time? I don't know. I'm trying to just think of a recent one. I also ruin it because I watch the movies I really like. I watch it over and over and over and over and over again. It's hard to like it just as much, but Mean Girls is a movie that I did that. Watched, like, I've seen so many times, but I guess that one's one of my favorite movies still. 10 Things I Hate About You is a good rom-com. I'm really into the rom-coms, so You Play Soccer. I did Narendra. I did until I got hit in the face so many times and it made me scared of the soccer ball and not an enjoyable experience. Shouting out Brent Green with the green heart. Shout out to Brent. Would a septum piercing fix the problems of deviate septum? Daniel, that was a good question. It wouldn't. I can get the surgery at some point. They were gonna also like straighten the bone. Well, I don't know. It's hard to get it like medically covered. I tried, but the doctor just like didn't give an effort and send photos or anything. And then he also just scares me because, yeah, I don't want to go into that story. But anyways, you have to get the septum surgery to fix the deviated septum. And then, oh yeah, the other bone part, that's like a full-on nose job to like make the bone straight. I asked if that would also help my breathing, and he said that it could, but who knows? I don't know, if we don't really trust him. So yeah, I don't know if the bone straightening helps my breathing too. Okay, no one asked for this explanation. No one asked for this. But if I just want to get out, I might as well do a 2-in-1. I feel that's why like I could easily have gone by now for the septum surgery to fix the nose, but if I want, because that one's covered too medically quite easily and everything, but if I don't want to go under surgery twice and it's like I might as well just like fix the whole thing, I guess, to have the best chance at like fixing the problem, breathing properly. But anyways, yeah, a septum piercing wouldn't fix that. I didn't need all that stuff. Like, it's giving I want attention when I've already probably said that scenario like 3 times on the live stream. And I saw this video. It makes me think of this video I saw of, his name's Drew Monson, but technically it's actually Munson. He told a video about how his last name's actually different than what he's been saying. Anyways, this YouTuber, I don't even know what video it was, but he was talking about how he was like, you know how you say the same 3 different scenarios to like 90 different people or something, and it almost feels like manipulative because you're emotionally detached when you're saying it again, but then like the person is like being affected by it. That was like more childhood trauma stuff, not just like about my deviated septum nose. But anyways, it just made me think of like when you're trying to like just this guy, he's just hilarious. He's been on YouTube forever, and he just says the things that everyone feels and resonates with that people just don't say out loud. So anyways, I enjoyed him. Okay, that was off course. I'm aware. I knew someone was gonna say that Burger King me. Okay, what's the Timu Billie Eilish? Yeah. They call it football, then call it football. Oh yeah, Slumdog Millionaire. Slumdog Millionaire is a good movie. Who do you want to get off the plane? Who do you want to get off the plane? What plane, John? Disturbia, I know that one. High Frequency. I've watched it 3 times one day. LOS, I watch it. Yes. I had that one on DVD, and then the DVD freaking got scratched, and then it would glitch at the same part. I remember I just couldn't watch it again the same way because it skipped, half the movie. Disturbia, another one that's like Disturbia, that's a thriller. I think with the same actor, the same villain in Disturbia is in this movie called, or maybe it's a different guy and they just look alike, but the movie called Fracture, if anyone hasn't seen it yet, with Ryan Gosling. Again, my fave. I've mentioned Ryan Gosling. I want him to be president of the United States. So Ryan's in that one, and it's really good. It was the guy from Silence of the Lambs as well. So it's a thriller. It's like a crime thriller called Fracture. Really good. Really good. Also The Lincoln Lawyer with Matthew McConaughey's like of those vibes. Really good. Okay. It's all about sacrifice in Hollywood. Don't be dumb. Are we talking about like the satanic, like creepy shit? Like, I don't think that all Hollywood is like everyone in Hollywood is disturbed and horrible, but obviously there's like so much dark shit that is happening in Hollywood that's like coming out, but I don't think it's everyone. I think Billy's okay. I think Billy and Finny are fine. They're not Satanists. So anyways, when you make songs, are you nervous? Yeah, because I have so many songs in my program and I stress out that, like, in Ableton Live, I'm trying to mix and produce my songs, which it's getting so old by now for the people that know about this, like the OG people that it's years now since I started this channel. I've been talking about doing music, and I've done minimal stuff on here that I'm embarrassed about, and I don't need to be. It's like, whatever, okay. There's just stuff that I realize now it's not to the level that I want it at all, but at least I have put some, like, at least I put some stuff out. But it's time to ramp it up, and it's time to, there's literally a song I was working on the other day that's a cover. It is a cover, so it's not my own song, but it's a rendition though. I made a rap song into a ballad. I made the song by Ice Spice, Thank You the Shit. I made that into a ballad, so I have all new chords and everything, and then I recorded it in my program. I just have to make a few tweaks. And then Sean and I are supposed to go film a music video thing for it. So that's been in the works forever, for months, that I haven't, that because of, I don't know, my stress, my low confidence at times, like, I haven't just gotten the friggin' project done. But I know I can do it, and but anyways, to answer your question, yeah, I get nervous. I get like self-conscious, and I'll feel like incapable, and then I don't just do the stuff in an experiment. But when I just have fun and experiment in my program, I come up with stuff that I think is cool and fun, but then I will struggle to, it's like, okay, I did that in a day, but it's not a completed project. And then, I don't know, I get all annoying again. I get all annoying, which I don't need to, but I get all annoying and feel incapable, feel like, oh, what do I do now? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. It's just actually BS thoughts. It's just actually BS thoughts that I don't need to listen to or pay attention to. But okay, no, but we're getting to it tomorrow. Okay, that was one of the goals this week, was to freaking, yeah, I just need to like set a day at a time and just get it literally done. Like, oh my god, the film that made me tear up a little was Schindler's List towards the end. I haven't seen that one. I know it's about the Holocaust. It seems like really deep and heavy and sad. So yeah, I don't know if I can watch that one. It's supposed to be good, but I like comedies for a reason. I've watched scary movies in my life, but they too much for me. I have a if you don't know yet, if you haven't been around here, I've talked about it before, that I have this ghost and paranormal phobia, and the scary movies will trigger it. The phobia is better, but I just don't like giving that phobia, why is phobia like the hardest word to say tonight? I don't like giving that phobia ammunition to give me panic attacks. So yeah, I haven't watched the scary movies, but I don't know how I got on that tangent. One film that makes me sad, fucked up, was Smoke Signals. I haven't seen that. I thought you were Billie Eilish for a second. We tricked for us with the glasses. What's your favorite song that you made? Email, like asking me the questions, like being interested in me and my songs. It's like too much. It's like, oh my god. I will write stuff and I'll be like, this is my favorite song. Oh, I love this song. It's so good. And then I'll just write a new song and then it'll just keep happening. And then the old ones get old. I don't like them as much, sort of, I think. So the one thing that's just coming to my head right now, I don't know if it's my ultimate favorite, but I haven't released it yet, of course, but it's called, or maybe it's on, I did a live stream. I did like a jam live stream session, so maybe I played it on there. Self-conscious if I was like really pitchy in that, like it wasn't the best quality, but it's called The Real Me, and it's about the narcissistic stuff, like about feeling like I had to change for a person and stuff, and it has a lot of the F word, so I have a fun time playing that. So yeah, you should watch Smoke Signals. I think you'd like it. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot that because I'm always looking for new movies. My dad said I should watch The Shawshank Redemption. It's like really good, and I haven't yet. And the reason why I haven't is because it's like, what if I do a reaction to it, but then I never do a reaction to it, and then I just never watch it. I have an old reaction, never posted, never finished editing it, you know, story of my life, but have an old reaction to The Matrix that maybe eventually I could get out. But yeah, I guess it would just give me peace of mind if I, like, just in case, because it's interesting to people, I guess, who've never seen like really classic movies. Like, I think Shawshank Redemption's critically acclaimed. It won a bunch of awards too and stuff. So if it's like a big film like that, also The Godfather, I wanted to film me watching it for the first time. It's like there's not a lot of firsts for that anymore, and it's cool to watch people react to that stuff. Like, I probably just never will edit it or anything, but it's nice to know. It gives me peace of mind that I have the footage or something. So there's a lot of movies that I hold off on just because, for that reason. What brings me the most happiness? Good question. Actually play music, honestly. Doing my thing, like being creative, just writing my songs, like getting out all my feelings. Like, that actually does make me the most happy. Bet $20 this dude smell like gold paint. About 7 field working homies. Miles, you're hilarious. Do you know anything about your native heritage? Yeah, so I'm only 10% native, and I think I'm just like private, so I don't want to say it because I was gonna be like, pretty sure I'm like, it's a lot up, but I'm like descended from this person in this like town that I went to the gas station the other day that's like named after. Yeah, I don't really want to say all the regions of the stuff, but I was looking at the family tree and like figuring out it was on my grandma who's passed now, like her dad was indigenous, and then I was looking at like the family tree up from there and stuff like that. So yeah, I'd like to, you know, learn more and everything, but I am quite detached, which is like sad. Like my grandma, well, her dad actually passed. He'd gone to the war, and then he had really bad PTSD, which is really sad, and then he passed quite young, I believe, too. But she had a stepfather as well, so she wasn't that close at all with her dad, and so there's like a lot of you know, culturally, yeah, she was like detached, which, well, she actually tried to get more, she was quite involved with the Métis, because we had a Métis card first, and then she ended up getting full status. Like, my grandma got full status after finding different like papers and information, but at first she had, and I had like a Métis card, and so I had gone with her to like Métis events and stuff like that, and like she was learning about it. And when I went with her it was cool to learn. Like, I do resonate with the culture and like the spiritual stuff. I had a indigenous sleep track. Like, I switch my sleep tracks all the time, but one I found really, really soothing was the, I think it had wolves in it, and it was the like Native American flute. And yeah, the music, like I really liked the drumming when they would come to my school and stuff. I found it very meditative. So Joker 2, it's really good. Have you seen Joker 2? We were just talking about that. Touch Grace, we were talking about that. I have some recent videos about, yeah, if you want to see my thoughts on it, there's the last live stream that I did called Joker 2 is not bad, are my thoughts on it. I'm not officially married, but there's plans for that, so, but yeah, pretty much engaged, but it doesn't matter, but I have to explain. I always feel like I have to explain because people are like, oh, you don't have an engagement ring, whatever. Like, my partner Sean and I, our plan is to go to Vegas and get our rings from the pawn shop. I don't need 2 different rings either. Like, I'm just gonna get 1 ring on the wedding finger. So yeah, we just don't do things conventionally. So we don't have this like formal engagement thing, but we've been talking about getting married for the longest time. So, well, I'm full creep. I wouldn't mind hearing your heritage if you don't mind. I'm like 50% Greek. I did 23andMe, so that's what this is based off of too. But I know like half my family's Greek, and then there's like the 10% Native American, and then I don't know, the rest would be some Irish, a tiny bit of French, and then some British maybe. Like, my dad's dad would have been oh, full Cree. Oh, sorry. Oh my god, I'm so awkward. I thought you were saying like I'm creep. I'm full creep. Wouldn't mind hearing about your hair, like creeping on my heritage. Oh god, why did I read it that way? You're full Cree. Oh my god, that's cool. I'm sorry. I'm freaking Reddit. Weird. Like, what's wrong with me? My grandma got adopted. She knew nothing about her heritage, and guess what? I retracted it after minus 10 generations. Plus 10 generations. My grandma got adopted. Wow. She knew nothing. You retraced it. Sorry, I'm not reading right. I swear. I said retracted? What the hell? That's really sweet that you were able to find that. I found a freaking cousin, guys. I found a random like second cousin on 23andMe that didn't know. I feel awkward even saying this. No one's gonna watch this, I hope, from the family, and no one's gonna know, but just in case, I don't even want to say like the relation of who it was, but someone in the family had a kid, and they didn't even tell like their closest family. They didn't tell anyone, apparently. Like, no one knew about this at all, apparently. Oh shoot, my battery's dying. I gotta like turn on my car. Anyways, this person found me through 23andMe, and they had no idea before. So it's like crazy now with the DNA stuff. Like, we're able to trace it so much more, right? I gotta charge my phone because it's dying. Turn my car. My Mosham grandpa was a Korean war vet. Holy shit, that's insane, dude. And only told so many stories from when he was in Korea. Yeah, it's like, I just did, my last grandparent just passed, and I would ask some questions. I just like regret, honestly, not asking more. There were times that I asked about their life and stuff and stories, but then you just will wish that you had even more info or asked, or it's just sad that it's like gone, it's lost. It's actually, I've been thinking lately about how it's going to be weird that the oldest generation alive is going to be born at a certain year, like it used to. Like, yeah, we're going to lose this like older generation. How we have the different generations, right? Like the, say, silent generation, or the boomers, or the greatest generation, and then I'm millennial or whatever. That there's like going to be an end of a generation, and then the oldest will be the one down from that, and the one from before will, this like no one will exist for that time. It's a lot to, it's a lot. Okay. Good luck with your channel, miss. Thanks for your fam story. See you, quarantine. Twin flame. Oh yeah, the twin flame stuff, I got into that for a bit, but I don't know if it's like really, well, the twin flame cults got unhinged, but like I do believe in twin flame styles of like relationship and stuff. And that's not always necessarily a romantic partner or something. It could just be like someone that like totally mirrors you, and it's like really intense though, where you like get each other, but then you trigger each other to trigger each other's trauma. You're probably Celtic too. Is Celtic Irish? What kind of native? It's okay if you want to be vague for privacy reasons. I know like the area and the, God, what would it, I'm so bad if I don't even know like what group it would be considered. So yeah, I know the area. This is so, okay, I might be so off, but it's maybe similar or close to, like, is Schwepik considered an actual group? Guys, I'm so bad and detached and not quarantine. Have a good night. Thanks. Hugs to you too. I just don't consider, guys, I'm super white. I do have a status card because of my grandma, and like I'm the cutoff. Like she got full status and stuff, and her dad was indigenous or whatever, but he wasn't even full. He was, I think, half or something. Like both his parents were half or something. And I feel like, okay, I'm only 10%. Like I don't feel like I can be part of the thing. Like I'm 10% native, so I'm not actually enough. I don't know, I just feel awkward about it. But I'm really thankful for, like, because my grandma also, she got her status card and then she passed not that long after. Like, she got it so late in life. And then, so her kids got it. And then the grandkids, like me, I'm the cutoff. So I feel, I don't know, I felt like bad about using it for certain things. I'm not in counseling anymore. That didn't go well. So the one time I used it for counseling, like I never went back anyways. But I do get gas that's like tax-free when I go to the reserve. But I'll just like sorry, we're on a tangent about this because I'm having a bit of a nervous system reaction because I do feel awkward. I don't know. Because my grandma would have wanted at least for us to have like her ancestors, like her father, and he went through a lot with the PTSD and stuff, like post-war and everything. Like they never got any benefits, and like it was not good. Like it's like, I guess I'm like being one of the descendants or whatever, even though I'm like not really hardly native at all. I guess it's like making up for the past. This is what okay, I went on like a guilt tangent there. This is what happens. That's what happens. Because yeah, I obviously have like I don't have the same experiences as someone who's actual visible minority or is way more than 10% indigenous. Okay, so I don't want to claim even that I'm 10%. Okay, so I'm just totally different experiences in that. Like I don't want to, what's the word, I don't want to like claim that I have the same, that it's the same, like it's different. So you're not being rude by saying I look like Billie Eilish. It's every other person. It's every other person. Sorry for your loss. Thank you. Sorry. Okay, we did not keep up with the chat again, and it's, God, I gotta read. During his time in Korea, an old fortune teller told him when he was going to pass, and pretty sure enough he passed at 82 or 81. Oh my gosh, that's insane, dude. That's, yeah, if it was accurate, apparently a psychic said my grandma was gonna live till 96 and she was like 84, so they were not accurate. But I do believe in intuitives. I believe in some people being more of an intuitive, but certain psychics, I used to just fully believe in the Long Island medium, and then I watched just a few videos of her cold reading, and it didn't take me long to be like, oh, I see what's going on now. But I think there's some people that are intuitive, but it's like expressed differently or something. He told us the age on which he would pass, and he died at that age. Whoa, he knew, dude. That completely stunned me. He knew. I do feel like people know. There's people that know, or they don't consciously know, but it's like, I do feel like people have a timeline in ways, and that you can't stop it. Like, when people pass, people sometimes think that there was something they could have done to prevent it in a way or something, but I do have like beliefs in reincarnation or timelines in a way, like people's higher self having a life path or something, and it's like, when it's their time, it's their time. Irish people are history's best workers and warriors, or at least amongst them. Yeah, I want to learn more about the Irish history and people. I've always been really intrigued and wanting to go to Ireland and Scotland, like just the cottages and the green and the culture. I vibe with it a lot. So no one's in the back seat. Goodness, can I donate, please? If you want, but keep your money. Keep your money. If you need your money, keep your money. If you donate, though, like I've said this before because I think it's good people know, YouTube will take as much as 50% of the freaking donations if you donate through here right on the live or something, because there's Apple Pay. If you do Apple Pay, and then I think YouTube will take 30%, and then Apple Pay will take another 20% also or something. So I have a link to this website called Ko-Fi that there's Stripe on there, and then PayPal I think it is. But yeah, fortune tellers are just scammers. Yeah, I don't trust a lot of the psychics anymore. The thing is, he was about 70 by the time he told us the story. Whoa, he said the exact age. He passed from cancer. That's crazy. He just one day, like, he knew. Where did he even... I'd be curious, like, did he have a dream, or did he just throw that out there? He just strongly believed that. Like, I'd just be interested of why he had that number in his head to begin with, like, where it came from. And after he passed, remember that story he told us. That is so trippy, dude. Like, yeah, that's how I just... Things like that, I've always just been... I could just, like, never be an atheist. I've always just... I don't vibe with organized religion anymore, but... Oh my god, we got to the end of the chat. Okay. Oh my god, we did it. We did it! I don't believe in I don't vibe with organized religion, but... I could never be atheist, and I'm pretty... Like, there's something else. There's something else be going on. It kind of freaks me out, too. Like, that's... I totally believe there's other stuff going on, but my soul needs to be fully grounded in this reality, because I will freak out. The people that be, you know, astral traveling or doing whatever the frick they're doing in these other dimensions or realms or something, I can't vibe with that. There's like meditation music that freaks me out, that puts me in a panic. I feel like we're meant to be grounded here in this reality and not really know that it's maybe some sort of a video game in a way. That's just how I feel. But yeah, there's more stories, but I'm not gonna go into it, lol. Well, I was vibing with the stories. They were very cool, and yeah, I'm sorry about your grandpa too, though. It's yeah, it's tough. It's different, like, not having, for me at least, like, for me, it's, I feel like I miss the cultural aspect, like my Greek side. I just never learned yet how to speak Greek, and like I know some words, but I had wished before my Greek grandparents had passed that I could like be fluent in Greek and have talked to them in Greek. Like that can't happen, because but yeah, I don't know, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer either here. So McDonald's gang, were you here for the McDonald's live? Can I ask you questions? Yes, you can. That's what we're here for. Shout out Kai and Caleb. Kai and Caleb. Literally shouted out. Should I literally? Kai and Caleb! Kai and Caleb! Was that obnoxious? Was that obnoxious AF? Okay. No. Someone's grandma passed too. I'm sorry, email. May they rest in peace. Like, knowing my grandparents are at peace, like my grandma recently passed and then my grandpa passed last year and a different grandpa passed last year too. It's like I am at peace knowing that they're at peace. Like the one side of my family, my grandparents, they lost a son when he was only 25 years old. And then it's like, and my grandma had lost her sister when, like, however many years ago too, like she died young. And I'm at peace knowing, like, okay, they're all reunited. Like, I do just believe in another side, like the energies coming into one in a way, and it's like really, it's sad for us, but at least I feel like it's so heartbreakingly sad. It was just so sad to see my grandma without her husband. I felt just the pain, obviously not to the level she did at all, but I just, like, empathically, it was just like, oh my god, this is so sad, this is so sad. Like, I'm at peace that, like, I do feel like they are reunited in some way, and that I just was so heartbreaking of her being alone. Okay guys, confession, I want to unalive, whatever YouTube censoring, I'm gonna say the word we've been saying it, okay, it doesn't matter. I want to die first. I want to be surrounded by everyone. Maybe that's selfish of me, because then I'd be leaving them, and then I'd feel bad for them, but maybe I wouldn't have feelings anymore because I would be deceased in a way. But I feel like, for me, I want it, like, for me, it would not be sad or tragic at all if I passed, if I was, like, the first one to pass, that I was, like, surrounded by everyone, that I didn't have to be alone in some way. That's my tangent about that. He came across a town in Korea during the war. Him and his friends got their fortune told, and when it came to him next, whoa, dude. But yeah, I feel like the OG fortune tellers in Korea are probably the real deal. Like, the charlatans nowadays, like, I do feel like the people, it just feels like that's more of a, I don't know, it just feels more legit for some reason, some way, more legit, because they were probably also just not even hardly making any money or something. Like, okay, the Long Island medium be charging like $500 at least. She's probably, like, upped her with inflation and everything. I swear, when the show came out, she was charging like $500 for an hour. But these OG, like, fortune tellers in Korea, I just feel like they're just, like, doing it because they probably have something important to say that needs to be said, and they probably weren't even, like, it was not a good business venture, but it needed to be done. The fortune teller knew his name somehow and told him his fortune. Oh my god, knew his name. I do feel like, honestly, even if, like, I know I'm shitting a lot in the Long Island medium, but I feel like she's cold reads, but even then, I feel like sometimes, whether it's, like, real or not in a way, whatever's real, like, I do believe in these synchronicities in the universe, or people being meant to get a specific message in a certain way, or, like, there's things also people have told me that, I don't know, that wasn't accurate about myself, like them, spiritual people, thinking my OCD stuff was actually real, like my fear of the paranormal stuff or whatever, like them literally telling me pretty much that there are, like, dark entities trying to get at me in some way. Okay, that was freaky, but I feel like it was meant for me to have the experience of them telling me that, for me to fully more develop my sense of self, to be like, no, actually, this is OCD in nature. This is not real. This is my own thoughts. But I feel like they were a teacher in that way, or my last counselor, where it was, like, not a good vibe. Like, I had to go through that, like, even though I felt like it gave me what I needed, which was, like, not a good experience at the time, but then I grew from the experience. Okay, if that makes sense. Okay. Many wise things to find in all religions. Yeah, I take what resonates and I leave the rest. Greek food and Greek women are very nice. The food, yeah, it's so good. It's so good, guys. My grandparents had owned a Greek restaurant and when I was a little kid, and I was so freaking privileged and lucky to be eating at the restaurant like probably every day. I don't know how old I was when it shut down. Like I was still really, I have like 2 memories in there, so that it's like not a full memory. So it's pretty young still kind of, but still super lucky to have. Well, then when I visited them all the time, like they were cooking all the time, and when I lived with them in high school, the last year of high school, it's like Greek meals all the time. Like so lucky, guys. Do you vote for Trump or Kamala Harris? Okay, we've gone through this before. Ryan Gosling for president. Ryan Gosling for president. Okay. Actually, I think the election's a bit of a circus. And interestingly, okay, I saw Kamala on Call Her Daddy. I didn't finish it all, but I listened to the beginning. But she was actually doing pretty well for, I don't know, I guess presenting herself as relatable in a way, almost like at the beginning of that. And she didn't seem like how, you know, the passage of time moment. I think does she get stage fright? Does she get anxiety too and stuff that I wouldn't be good at speaking and making sense. Like you guys see me in the lives, like probably not make sense half the time anyways. And then Trump, okay, I just recently found out that I didn't even realize that Trump, the freaking eating cats and dogs craziness, that he was talking about Springfield, Ohio, was it? Like I tuned out. I didn't finish the election or the debate. I didn't finish the debate, and then I zoned out for parts of it, but I saw that part like as I watched the debate itself, and then after I knew about the memes kind of, or people, I don't know, I was watching them. I didn't fully indulge in the memes till the other night, and I didn't realize he was literally talking about people in freaking Springfield, Ohio, he's insinuating that they're literally like abducting household pets and eating them, because I thought when he said it, I zoned out in a way, and I just heard him kind of say this, and I was like, what the heck? It didn't really stick until like the media jumped on it. I probably just fully zoned out for that part. I thought he was like talking about something about China or something like that. Like in China, don't they sometimes eat dogs? Or okay, if that's wrong, I'm sorry, but there's just different foreign countries that have different eating practices. Okay, I thought he must be talking about some foreign country. It's like, he's insane. He's insane for that. He's insane. Like they're all, it's the memes though. I love that it happened for the memes, but I hope like people don't believe that craziness that he said. Like it seems people know that's not what's actually happening. But anyways, yeah. Milton hurricane, was that the main one? Dogs, no. Dogs and delicious, no. Let's not eat the dogs. Let's not eat the dog. Evidence on the videos of people eating dogs. Okay, did it happen? Maybe it happened a couple times. Once. He never met this lady, and the Korean lady was blind too, he told us. Oh, did I miss one of the things before? Fortune teller. Oh, the lady that he never met. The Korean lady was blind too. Oh, geez. Yeah. That's, yeah. Okay, let's try to, dealing with Milton. Oh, okay, so the hurricane. I'm really sorry for not, I have not been delved into the news, and I didn't realize that it was like the Milton hurricane. I knew there was a hurricane somewhere. Are you okay? Are you okay? Because all my brain can think about is the movie Twisters, and it's scary. Okay, that was not a hurricane. That was like Twisters, but I've never lived anywhere that's like hurricane prone, never experienced anything near a hurricane, and I don't know how my anxiety would be dealing, guys, because I'm insane, because I stress over super non-important, just silly social interactions. Meanwhile, something that's like a literal threat to my life, I don't ever have to ever deal with. I'm like the most anxious over things that are not at all a threat to my life. Aw, we went to the funeral. My mom cried for 2 minutes. I'm sorry. It's tough. I would say I'm not a third wave feminist. I would say, I don't know, what does even feminist mean now? I just feel like the third wave got a bit out of hand and the pendulum swung a little bit too far. What is a masculinist? What is a masculinist, Trey? Man, you were reading these chats late. Yeah, that's always story of my life, guys. I've never been to Little Angeles. Can you sing Birds by a Feather? Birds of a feather. We so bad already. We should stick together, I know. Is that how it goes? I don't know that one as well. I could try a different Billie Eilish song. Don't worry, you can't offend Chinese, especially if it's true. I'm Sue and dog soup. Not bad. Oh, goodness gracious. Is it like, it has to be wild dogs. Like there's, I know in Greece there'll be like wild dogs running around, or I guess they're strays or something. Are these like wild? I just feel bad for the dogs, but at the same time, like we eat the cows and the lambs and it's just, because we have pets, because we have dogs as pets, it's just like, it's a lot to comprehend. In my village, cats are considered delicacy. You dip them in soy sauce. No, I have 2 kitties at home, and I can't. I could not. Hinduism. I've learned about Hinduism before. I do vibe with a lot of Hinduism stuff for sure. Explains many things like watching. 20% anything. The Hinduism stuff, they have a thing on the, what is it again? It's like, they have a thing of like the history of the universe and stuff, and I feel like it lines up in a way to the Big Bang or something. I can't remember exactly how it went. No, hold on, us natives don't eat dog anymore. Well, maybe there was a time and a place. Maybe it was, okay, we're at the end of the chat finally. God, sorry, that was painful. That was so painful. Maybe there was like a time and a place back in the day where there was nothing else to eat and they ate the dogs and the cats, but it's like, did people eat wolf or something? Like before the wolves were domesticated dogs, I still had this somehow just sitting there that I got neglected. Looks like guy who was Dr. Evil, Mike. I was kidding, a little imagine. You're funny, dude, you're funny. What are we talking about? It was getting dark. We were talking about like the dogs and the cats, and remember when Trump was saying, did you guys see though the video of that the Trump's the eating the dogs and cats thing, like it was in perfect timing to the Peanuts song from Charlie Brown or something. They're like just look it up, like look up Trump dogs cats Peanuts song. It was like, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cat, they're eating the who figured that out? They're so creative. Shush. Samir doesn't, is he the one that was like, shut up ladies, shut up? Dogs and Trump, average American conversation. Oh my god. Who is someone you wish who is someone you wish was still around? Like famous people? I guess all my family that have passed. But if we're doing, say, famous people, who do I wish was still around? Amy Winehouse is like my number one would be Amy Winehouse. Just really sad. I've seen the documentaries multiple times, and I recently read a book that like her best friend Tyler, I think it was Tyler James, wrote. It's a really sad book. It was called My Amy, I believe. But yeah, anyways, I wish Amy Winehouse was still around. Nah, prehistoric humans were believed to be cannibals, so you shouldn't be surprised. Yeah, there's still some cannibal. There's like these tribes. It's on YouTube. It's freaking gnarly, guys. Freaking gnarly realm of YouTube are these tribes that are just cannibal tribes, and it's like, why am I worrying about appearing awkward in public when people are just trying not to get eaten? So it's humbling. It's humbling to know that stuff, but it's also really disturbing. So not my people. Yeah. Who do you trust most in life? I want to say myself now, but I have a video. Like, I think I'm further in growth from that video. I have a video called I Don't Trust Anyone, and in there I said I think I also don't even trust myself, and that I don't trust anyone. But I think I trust myself now, and I think I trust myself the most, I guess. Maybe not. Maybe, I don't know. I think it's healthy to trust yourself the most. I think you have to kind of, for your own sense of self or whatever. I sucked on a rabbit's head, ate a moose heart and nose, but nothing that extreme, like a dog. Is that what was the rabbit's? The head was not it was like a symbolic thing to just to not eat the head, but just, gosh, okay, I changed the subject. Like, we're talking about, okay, it's sad, the poor little animals. The craziest thing I've eaten is probably moose meat or like liver or something. Oh my god. I was getting into like the carnivore diet and trying, I heard like liver had a lot of nutrients stuff. It's like, is there a reason though why we're grossed out by these things? Like, I guess other people aren't, but, or people that are used to eating these things are not grossed out, but like our repulsion to it, is there something to that like we shouldn't be eating a certain thing? But it's like, okay, if I was going with just like what I was the least repulsed by, like, would it be McDonald's? But then again, McDonald's is kind of repulsive at times too, but would just be straight sugar. I don't know, you see these tribes on YouTube and all they want is meat and all different parts of anything, of the meat, of the animals, of the thing. Like, they aren't grossed out at all by it, and they're probably not even like cooking the thing as much, but we're so grossed out. Are we just like detached, or what is life? Like, why do things have to be eaten? It's just like weird that humans are, now we're gonna get all deep and existential, but like, why are we're all conscious, and then this is not gonna be deep at all, it's just be dumb. We're conscious, and like the other animals are just eating each other, and they don't have the moral thing or the consciousness that we have to like feel bad. And I like to think that the animals like don't fully suffer. Like, I just like to believe for my own sake that the animals go into shock, like when they're being eaten, that their soul is gone already, and they don't experience like the horrible pain and suffering that it looks like on the outside. Okay, this is not a chill conversation. So I'm not talking about tribes like cockroaches eat their own kind if they're starving. We're just like that. Yeah, there is that riddle. Have you guys heard of the albatross riddle? It's really disturbing, and it's essentially about cannibalism, and it's creepy AF. I don't know how we got this conversation. Let's pivot. If you could teleport to any location, where it would be? Thank you, half hawk, half man, for pivoting the topic. And I'm behind on the chat, so we've probably pivoted forever ago, and I just did not participate in the pivot till now. If I could teleport, just like home, just like my bed, just my bed, anywhere, okay. I don't have to drive home. I could just be in my bed right now and go right to sleep. That's what I would do. The rabbit was cooked. Okay, well, that's better. But I feel bad for the bunny. Small girl was running away from home. She tripped in a forest and broke her leg. Then she cried. Then she saw something in the light. Then she heard a voice saying, "Calm down, my child." And she got saved. You only live... Okay. You only live once. There's like get back to life. Be wise. Once you're gone, and nobody will care about you once you're gone, because they'll be gone too. Everyone dies at the end. Yeah, we do just die, right? We die. It's because so nothing matters. Yeah, it's just like, okay, it's chill. Who's your favorite Addams Family members? I don't know. Someone's eating zebra. Okay, that's interesting, but okay, I don't want to go back to that topic. Someone really likes the word fart. Are people there racist, like in Canada? I would say I would have a different experience than other people. I'd like to say we don't have a lot of racism, but I'm sure there's racists that exist here, and they suck. It doesn't seem bad here. It seems to be, but I obviously would have a different experience than other people. Also, being a white person. The animal. Okay, what's going on? I got so far behind on the chat. Octopus. Oh, I've had octopus in Greece, in Japan or something. Okay, we're still talking about the animals. Okay, why are you trying to be someone else? Are you on mushrooms? No. No, never again. Never again. Okay, I think I've talked about it before. A 911 call might have happened the last time I had eaten that vegetable. It's not even vegetable. That fungi. Okay, so never again. So no, it's not possible. But I admit I used to eat octopus when I was younger. After I got older, found... Yeah, the octopuses are really intelligent. And I heard that... Oh, okay, we're at the end of the chat. Thank Jesus. Thank Jesus. Say hi if you forgive me. I guess Samir started. Samir, you're forgiven, Samir. It's fine. It's all good. It's Samir. And then Brownie was saying forgive you for what? Samir was saying... I find it funny, guys. I don't get insulted. Like, I've detached from what people think of me. Samir was saying shut up. Shut up, lady. They were saying shut up, lady, at the beginning of the live. And I find it funny. I get a kick out of that, guys. Because it's like... it is like what's happening. Like... it's like, yeah, that's me. I'm the person that other people are like, shut up, lady. That it just represents me. So... I vibe with it. Why the fuck do I have to forgive him? You don't have to. Samir just confirmed it. I don't know why I find it just funny. Okay, my heart beats. Samir, are you okay? Gosh, guys. OMG, Samir. I'm so glad I forgave. I've gotten it before. It's, I get it, dude. I get it. I'm Indian too. Sorry for that guy. I don't get away. It's fine. Yeah. I get things are different in India. The partner Sean and I actually, if you weren't here when I mentioned before that we have another channel called Internet Rabbit Hole Daily that we react to 3 idiots on, like we react to Indian content and stuff like that, and people were commenting on that channel like, shut up lady, or the lady's so annoying, and then lady needs to shut up. It used to bother me before, but I've grown, guys, and it is just like, I'm just like that crazy, okay, watch me be a crazy cat lady when I don't know, I have like compassion for the lady that doesn't shut up now. I don't know. I'm happy that I'm not doing it to people in person, that I've healed enough to not unleash this and actually impose on people where they can't just shut me off. So I have like compassion for her, for like non-shutting up me, that I just find it funny that, okay, also smear farts, good for you. Let it out, bud. Let it out. Let it out. I'm practically married, but not officially. But yeah, a lot of people think I'm single, and I see why, and it's all valid, guys. It's all valid. I thought the caste system was not a thing. It's not still a thing, is it? Because it's really sad. The caste thing is just not cool. Not cool. Okay, I should probably get going. I should probably go to bed. Okay. Oh shoot, Superstore's supposed to close, and I've got a family thing tomorrow. VR virtual reality. Samir, that's fun. It's cool. Yeah, if Billie Eilish was a conspiracy theorist, yes. Am I gay or not? I do not know. Email. That is something you're gonna have to figure out. You're gonna have to figure it out. Yeah, okay. Brazilian, you want to learn English? Do you have any tips? Okay. Oh my gosh, it's an actual Raphael. Okay, guys. Oh, it was Rakhile that was, okay. Someone was Rachel in the chat, and it was spelled a little bit differently. Like, I think it was like Rachael, or it was, I was saying Rakhile, this poor lady in the chat named Rachel, and it just reminded me of that, like Raphael. It just reminded me of when I kept calling someone Rakhile, which is not even a freaking name. But Raphael is, and Raphael is in the chat, okay? And yeah, I said I was gonna go, and I need to go, but I wanted to give my tip for learning English, okay? Because this is what I learned, because I was trying to learn Greek however long ago. A good tip that I heard about learning a new language is to just fully try to immerse yourself in it. Excuse me, and don't try too hard. Like, don't try so hard to learn the grammar and stuff, but try to absorb a bunch of different like content about it, and like I said, immerse yourself. So watch shows maybe with subtitles on, and then try off, like maybe have Brazilian, or is it Spanish? God, probably so dumb. Is it Spanish? Okay. In Brazil, there's like a bunch of different languages that people speak, isn't it? In Brazil, like Brazilian is not a language. Okay, it's Spanish. Okay, probably like real dumb, but who cares? So watch TV shows. Try maybe putting the subtitles on in your language and then off, or like subtitles in English and English shows. There's podcasts. The good thing is that there's like so much content, because I was trying to find Greek shows to learn Greek, and I had to scour the internet, and I just didn't come up with much. So content that you would enjoy too, shows and podcasts and videos or things like that. I don't know, that's my one tip. So yeah, the same stream you said, I'm obsessed with gaslighting. I'm obsessed with learning about gaslighting, I guess, but that happened. Go to the sacrificial system of worship in Jerusalem, be able to repent of their own inadequacy. What are we talking about? Be able to repent. What are we repenting? What does the word repent actually mean? It means to, like, repent. I don't know how to define it. It's like repenting your sins. Scared. Okay. It's okay. We're email. It's okay. Deep breaths. You're okay. So anyways, okay, I have to go because I have a family function tomorrow that I said I was gonna get a beverage for. I was gonna get like a sparkling juice or something, and the store's gonna close in less than half an hour, so I have to go. Okay, bye guys. And okay, I'm repenting, whatever that means. I'm repenting right now. I'm repenting. Okay, bye.